look at these people walking. They're probably all dead. It's the Brian McCarthy interview show with me, Brian. I'm doing my own theme song. And there's Adam, and that's probably it. Nobody gives a shit. We're all gonna die. You gotta have a J-O-B if you want to get with me. That's what I say.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Nah.
At least one.
Oh, yeah. 23 Skidoo. I know.
All right,
Yeah.
we're back, baby.
Shaka Khan.
Oh.
All right.
Shaka Khan.
Right. I feel for you.
You're into the electric boogaloo. Right?
I was, you know, it's funny.
That's the second electric boogaloo reference.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people like breaking, but I
Yeah.
like electric boogaloo. I feel like it has more of a narrative structure of the film. Hi, we're at the Patreon. We're talking breakdancing movies. It's Brian here with Sarah J. and Adam. It's my NPR voice.
That is an NPR voice.
The rebels in Kuala Lumpur last night. The rebels. I love saying Kuala Lumpur. So,
Kuala
Sarah
Lumpur.
J., welcome. Have you met Katie? She's down there.
I have.
Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love her.
Do you?
I do.
You know, we were talking. We're going to revisit the porn thing for a minute, and I was saying how I can only really masturbate people from America,
Yeah.
or only Amish girls. It's terrible. I just go by. I go, yeah. You want to build that fucking barn, you bitch? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, churn that butter.
Milk that cow.
Yeah, milk that car. They find me utterly ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna. Anyway, so
We'll sweeten that in post.
yeah, exactly. Put a little,
We'll put a little
yeah,
laugh track.
Yeah, put a little laugh track on that one.
Over Sarah's
we're gonna zhuzh that one up. We're gonna
like
zhuzh it up. No, but I think it's funny because you know who's taken over the step kid or stepsister porn are like they're Eastern European. I mean, they have to be Russian. But I think they're Eastern European because it's like some girl come in the room. She's like, he always goes, "What's up, Cece?" And I'm always like, nobody in America calls your stepsister sissy. But he's like, "What's up, Cece? You look sad today." And she's like, "I need to come here for boyfriend is always making crazy time with me." And he goes, "Come here." And then they do like an act 1, act 2, act 3. Then she'll come in and she's got a bear on a chain on a beach ball, you know. There. Then I'm like, no, they don't have that. But I'm always like, these people are like, come on, let's not insult my intelligence. These Russian 40-year-olds are not stepsisters. You know what I mean? The girls are beautiful, but Katie's extraordinary
I was
looking.
going to say, like, Eastern European women are some of the like most stunning women. Like, we have a lot of Eastern Europeans in Miami too. It's beautiful. Yeah.
I know. It's so funny because I told you I lived in Miami
stunning.
for 2 years, and my only regret is I wish I cheated on my girlfriend because when I lived
so
in
many pretty people there, right?
and also
Yeah,
like
how do you?
I lived in South Beach,
Yeah.
and like everyone was gay.
Okay.
So even though
man,
I
that
was
really works in your favor. That's great.
I mean, yeah. I would like. I mean, I worked at that place, a restaurant. I was like a fucking waiter, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I worked with this guy, and he was a busboy, and he was from like Pensacola, like real Florida trash, like real like. And he
Floribama.
yeah, and he just showed up one day, and he's a busboy. And I remember this one time, he's like busboying. But by the way, nothing wrong with it. It's how I got through Harvard. But like Harvard Community College. But he was busboying, right? All of a sudden, like this, I see this like stunning girl come in, and she's like, and she asked the host like where's I think the guy's name was like Roscoe or something, and she's like, he's over there. So this girl's sitting at the bar, and I go over to like Roscoe, who's got like stone crab juice all over his legs, and he's like smoking a cigarette he found on the floor or something, and I'm like, hey, who's that girl? And he's like, oh, one of these girls, I've met her, and now I'm gonna fuck her. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is the quality of girl that you're getting because there's no other guys here.
Well, I feel like too restaurants. It's like just proximity a lot of times.
No, she was like from like it was like she was like a model or something.
Oh,
she was like this gorgeous girl that just came in, and Roscoe was gonna fuck her, and yeah, all those like Hispanic girls. Although Hispanic girls don't like me unless I'm paying for it. We're always paying for it. Am I right, Sarah?
I mean, everybody pays one way or the other,
that's
right?
Ask cash or grass. Nobody rides for free.
No rides for free.
But you like living in Miami?
I love living in Miami.
Even when it's super hot in August?
Especially.
But you never go to the beach.
I don't.
But do you only not go to the beach because you think it's dangerous, or
well, for a couple things? First of all, Miami Beach is a different city. Like Miami is a city, and then Miami Beach is a different city.
Now, MacArthur Causeway, you know what they call that? The longest bridge in the world goes from Israel to Havana. Am I right?
I never heard that before.
Little Hamantashen for you.
Use that.
It's kind of decent. That one's kind of decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't like sand. Just like I don't like poop, I don't like sand. Also,
yeah, you're such a Midwesterner. You don't like sand.
I hate sand. It gets everywhere. Sand and glitter. Can't get that shit off. So.
Yeah.
The sand thing is the thing.
Beach is sandy.
Yeah, and then there's like a lot of tourists. It's like Times Square. You hang out in Times Square all the time. Hell no, you try to avoid that shit.
It'd be funny if you were like at the beach and all of a sudden some person dressed like Elmo comes up and wants to hug you. You're like, oh god damn it! You people,
Yeah.
you're
Iron
everywhere.
Man.
These
Charges
Elmos.
you $10 and
Yeah.
take a photo.
You're like, is that the naked cowboy? And also, this is how fucking crazy Florida is. You know, Florida has alligators, right?
I do.
You know they have
I'm
now?
familiar.
Yeah, they have now crocodiles.
Yeah.
And the crocodiles are saltwater.
Mhm.
So imagine you're getting chased out of the, woods or whatever the woods are in Florida. You're running out of the woods, right? You're being chased by I'm guessing it's a platoon of alligators.
Oh, is that what we do?
And then you go to the water. I'm safe. Boom, crocodiles.
Yeah, no, like you don't. First of all, even with an alligator, you don't want to run to the water with an alligator.
Well, they're not very fast. Listen,
no,
excuse me.
You got to zigzag.
No, I'm sorry. Sarah, I like you and you seem like a nice kid, but I'm going to school you here, okay?
Please school me.
I just spent a week in Central Florida, okay? I went to a little place called Disney World.
Okay.
But I also went to Gatorland
I'm familiar.
in Orlando.
Yeah.
And I was part of the show.
Oh.
And the gentleman who had 8 fingers, who was running the show, was telling the audience he was doing a lot of, like, I've done a lot of joke writing. Probably some of the funniest jokes you've ever heard I've written. And I don't mean to tell you, you like knock jokes?
Sometimes.
All right, let's do one. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Talk about Saved by the
Emergency.
Bell.
Right.
Who is anybody good? Is it the guy? You want an 8 ball? $140.
I told you I got a thing with putting things on my nose.
No,
and
we'll
it
smoke
doesn't
you,
work
baby.
out.
Daddy,
Yeah, you want
yeah.
freebase?
Daddy will rock it up for you real good. Yeah. So anyway, but apparently he said, the guy, the Gator expert at Gatorland, he said, just run away. He goes, they can only go like 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have little fucking stupid legs.
Yeah.
So they can't, or I guess maybe go into a tree. The thing you want to stay away from, this feels so right. The thing that you want to stay away from, Sarah, you want to be
Tell me.
careful of this.
Tell me.
Hippopotamuses.
Oh, I heard they're very aggressive.
They're-
yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
and
I
they're
heard this.
assholes because
Mhm.
they're omnivores, but they prefer vegetables. Not me. I like a blintz. But they're omnivores, but they'll just bite you because they're dicks. So,
Mm.
like
Uh-huh.
my friend Alex, she's a travel writer, and she goes with those Messiahs, big, tall, black guys. And you know what I'm talking about there, am I right? And they run the safaris like all over Africa.
Mhm.
Like this particular tribe, they're like the guys, and they don't give a fuck. They see a lion, a tiger, a gazelle, whatever else you're gonna think of that I can't think of. But they always say, "You see a hippo?
That's it.
Get on the bus."
Yeah.
That's it, everybody. Let's go, everybody.
Yeah, they must have a good publicist because
They're-
hippos are
yeah.
like,
They climb trees.
they're supposed
They
to be all
go-
fluffy and
Can you imagine if
No.
a hippo did cocaine, like Cocaine Bear?
Okay. Well, I'm going to blow your
Oh.
mind. Have you ever heard of the cocaine hippos?
No, is
this
that a thing?
This is a real thing. Okay, check this.
Oh, wait. You know what? I did hear about that. They're Pablos, right?
Yes.
He bought them with cocaine money. They don't actually do cocaine.
Well, what happened was
they're
wouldn't it be
Pablo's
great?
hippos.
You see some like hippo.
Okay.
He's got like gold chains on. He's like hanging in the champagne room. He's like, "Arr," big teeth.
Drunk with
Right.
power.
Jaw going
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna open a smoothie store, but it's gonna be vegan. Ah.
Yeah, pulls up on a cigarette boat.
Yeah, right. But okay, no. Here's
Pablo's hippos.
what it is. Pablo Escobar had a nature preserve. It was a private zoo, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And so they had all these animals. So in like 1993 or 94, when the Colombian government finally was able to like kill the guy and whatever else, all of these zoologists, maybe, they descended upon his private zoo. So they got the elephants out, they got the zebras out, they
They left the hippos,
well,
right?
they couldn't because hippos, you
Are
can't
dicks,
just,
apparently.
wild horses can't be broken. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
these hippos just escaped into the jungles of Colombia.
I love Colombia.
Have you been there?
Yeah, many times.
No shit.
Love
You
it.
ever do ayahuasca?
No, I haven't.
Okay. No, well,
DMT, though.
do you see the same thing everyone else sees? Little men?
Nope.
What'd you see on DMT?
Just a lot of patterns, like art. It's hard to explain because
Okay.
it's your own hallucination, but like, yeah, a lot of like art and patterns, like
Oh.
colors and lights and stuff.
Didn't last very long though, right?
6 minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
Dougie Fresh, you're on.
That's fun though. That's like
Yeah.
for a busy gal. a busy
Yeah.
career gal
Yeah.
like Sarah, you know,
Yeah.
she
For-
gets her quick.
For a CBD porn gal on the go, you're like,
I'm gonna stop
"Hey,
off for a
I got-
religious experience real
Yeah.
quick.
I
I
got,
got 6 minutes to change my perspective.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yes.
I got 6 minutes.
I'm
Let's,
all better.
yeah, let's go to Mars.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great.
So anyway, what happened is these hippos, they escaped or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
now when you go to Colombia and the various jungle rivers, etc., they have, because hippos, they're
Fucking
fucking,
terrifying hippos.
they breed like deer.
Somebody told me that too, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
no
yeah,
idea.
I was at Busch Gardens after my big trip to Gatorland. A lot of busy week for the McCarthy family.
Yeah.
And I paid extra for the hippo experience. And my daughter and I, who's 16, we like fed the hippos and they gave us like watermelon rind and things like
Okay.
that. But the hippo came out, it was like Hannibal Lecter because they weigh like, I don't know, 1,000,000 pounds. So
Yeah.
like they come out, they had these like cement, the hippo comes out and kind of like stays in the cement thing. And it will like look you in the eye and be like, I will fucking eat. You are so lucky that the cement thing's
Aw,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was like this adorable gay kid from like, I don't know, St. Petersburg in like a pith helmet, and he was like, Annabelle's gonna eat you all if you're not careful. Like it was like a little bit of a show, you know. It was
Yeah.
cute, you know, like right. So anyway, but so why'd you go to Colombia? Just to travel?
Yeah, I actually shot a couple movies down there.
What'd
too.
you shoot down there?
I shot the International Wide Side Search. Yeah,
What are you
All right.
searching
Ooh,
for?
yeah, there's
The
some wide
hottest-
sides down there.
the hottest wide
What
sides,
city did
right?
you go to?
I shot that in Medellin, but I've also been to Cali. I did a
Going back to
convention.
Cali.
I did a
Cali.
porn convention out there. Like they have a camming convention out there.
What?
Yeah.
In
Oh,
Colombia?
The LAL Expo. Mhm.
LALX?
Yeah. Yeah.
LALX Expo?
Latin
La
America. I don't know what the last
Okay,
L is for.
sure.
But it's camming Expo, which camming
Yeah.
works totally different down there, which is interesting.
How do you mean?
Oh.
Can you
Well,
expound on
yeah,
that?
I can actually.
Thank you.
So,
God, you're so smart,
I know
Sarah.
a couple things.
I like
a couple
it.
Things.
Well, you know the things you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
So, a lot of places in Colombia, you don't have the greatest internet, and a lot
No.
of people are in poverty, and they don't have computers, they don't have webcams, and they don't have all these
Wow.
things. So, and let's face it, a lot of people live with their families in these large homes,
Yes.
their entire extended family. So,
Jesus.
maybe camming is not necessarily something your family wants you to be doing.
So
So,
they go door to door?
you tell them you're going to go work at a bakery or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
And you go to a cam house
Cam
that is
house.
run by a
Sure.
company that has
Right.
great internet and all the things you need. You just show up with your sexy little outfit and you sit in a room and
Uh-huh.
log on.
Okay.
And
That's
it's
Colombian Cam House.
Yeah.
Right. There's some guy like in the backyard trying to get Wi-Fi, like aluminum foil on his head. He's like, okay, today's a good day, girls. Come on. Today we got broadband. Show your culos to the gringos.
What's crazy is that these cam houses kind of like battle for like new girls, you know?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, they're like constantly like making videos and trying to sell the like
Right.
new girls like
Woo-
you should
woo
come.
some
Yeah,
new
woo some new
girls.
girls like you should come with us. The
Interesting.
girls with us are buying their own houses, and the girls over there buy shopping. You know, like
It's a
yeah.
house in
Right.
Colombia. How much can that be? All right.
You know, houses are big though, but yeah, you're right. It's still cheap, but also like they're big a lot of times. They're
Like big size, you mean?
grande.
Well, because
yeah.
you got to feed grandma and granddad and
Mucho
El Jefe and,
Yeah.
you got to
I think it's
probably
pretty
room for the
normal to
donkey
see,
or
like,
something. You know, it's the
4,
whole thing.
5, 6 bedroom houses. Like,
Ay, Dios mío.
yeah,
See?
see?
Do you speak Spanish?
Yo hablo poquito español.
Any more than that, though? Are we going to fall apart?
I know I got a couple things.
Qu'est-ce que tu parles français?
Petit peu.
Un petit peu. Parce que j'ai étudié français dans mon école pour 8 années, mais les personnes qui sont pas français.
Less than that.
Okay. Well, I can only I
yeah.
can fuck around a little bit, but my French gets really shitty pretty quickly.
Bonjour.
Comme ça va?
Bonjour.
Can I tell you-
Parlez-vous anglais?
Let me see if
S'il
you
vous plaît.
Let me tell you something. You think this is funny or not? Okay. I think to me
Yeah.
this. Okay. So I took French for like 9 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know when you study French, sometimes you watch these videos of like il est Thomas avait 8 ans. You know what I mean? You know, like so
Yeah.
it's just some bullshit, right? So as you watch French, these videos, the people that in the videos they start to get like older, right? And the situations they're in become more complex, you know, because you want to learn words like
Mhm.
computer, ordinateur, that kind of thing. So I'm watching.
Computadora.
What's that?
In Spanish, computadora.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, I literally study Spanish every day. Like that's my
Because you
goal.
live in Miami.
I'm also trying
You
to
go to
live
Pollo
in another
Tropical?
country. No, like I can just talk to the people in my building.
I
know,
bet you
like,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, ¿Cómo se llama? You're like, oh, this fucking bitch
Well,
again.
everybody's trying to speak English to me because they're trying to learn English, and I'm trying to learn
Okay,
Spanish.
so that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works. I say something in
Yeah.
Spanish to them, they reply in English.
Aprende inglés.
See,
So I'm watching this video, right? And I'm just watching it, and the premise of the video is like these people, and this is from like the 70s, this video, right? And they're all waiting in line. You know how you used to go to college and wait in line for your courses?
oh yeah,
You like sign up for some bullshit, like in
Hate
Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. So they're waiting, and so this guy walks up to these three people waiting in line, and the three people are like talking some bullshit about whatever, and you're supposed to like watch this video. And the guy walks up and he's like, "C'est pour les personnes toi toi." And then they look at the guy, and the girl, kind of cute. She goes, "Quel âge avez-vous?" And he goes, 19 pourquoi? And which is 29. He goes,
Okay.
29 why? And she just looks away and she goes, l'étudiant éternel, which means the eternal student. Isn't that weird? like
Oh,
she totally
yeah.
busted on the guy in this weird French video. Like he's the eternal. Like she basically was like, what a fucking loser. Like he's 29 and he's in our line. I was like, well, there's a lot of
rude.
drama going on in this French
Yeah,
video we're watching.
rude. That
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Now, when I lived in Miami, something that bothered me, other than the phenomenal cocaine that the transvestites would have, is it takes forever to get things done.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of a mañana kind of thing.
Mañana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have friends down there? Do you have a circle of friends?
Yes.
What about Katie's? Katie hanging out with you?
Katie's right there with me.
Is there a little Ukraine in Miami? Katie, just yell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
It's
like
called
Eastern
improv.
Europe-
Yes, and
I feel
yes,
like-
and Katie.
I feel like there's a decent Eastern European community, but not necessarily just Ukrainian. But there's like Slovenians and a bunch of other people.
Russian area, and there's Eastern Europeans everywhere. I mean, some Ukrainian people, but
Not like a Brighton Beach.
no.
I see. I understand. That's a big rush.
Yeah.
Do you know New York at all?
I do. I lived here for a year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Fucking
was
hell.
brief.
Look at you. Did you like living here?
No,
Why?
the winter
Oh, the winter?
and the garbage, but mostly the winter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Garbage on the
Hey, we call-
street.
we
no
call the-
alleys.
The winter's problematic for
The
me.
garbage.
I don't like winter.
We call them Puerto Ricans. Oh my God, I'm a bitch.
No, I just hate winter. Cold, it sucks.
Yeah, but again, it gets hot as balls down there.
Yeah.
So, but let's talk about your dancing years.
yeah.
You worked in Cincinnati,
Mm-hmm.
and what is it like dancing? I'm guessing this is like the early aughts, late 90s.
Yeah, 2000. Well, 98 probably is.
Okay.
Probably started around 98.
So, what was it like dancing in
I don't know.
Cincinnati?
Well, there is no strip clubs in Cincinnati, so you have to go across the
Oh
river
yeah, you
to
go across to
Kentucky.
Kentucky, right? Yeah.
Oh
I may
my
have been
God.
looking for one when I was
Yeah.
there.
Was Patrick Swayze your bouncer?
Oh, that would have been really lucky.
Yeah,
No,
so-
not Patrick
Ooh.
Swayze.
What
What the hunk?
was it? Fully nude?
So the first clubs that I worked at were not fully nude. Some of them were even like bikini bars because they didn't even allow dancing, like dances, like private dances or
Okay.
table dances. You would sit with a guy and he would buy you drinks and you would make money off the drinks.
And you just sit there in bikini, like some Japanese hostess
yeah,
bar?
Yeah.
So
It was kind of
weird.
shitty. Yeah. But then once I got a car,
Oh, stop it.
I would go to Indiana
Oh.
and dance in Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
Lawrenceburg.
Okay.
It was like right by a casino. And yeah, it was great. And we did dances there and you could make a lot more money. And,
Sure.
yeah,
Champagne room?
we didn't no, we had a lap dance room. It was a very small bar. We had a lap dance room and everybody would sit next to each other and it would be like grinding, like full friction
Sure,
grinding.
just like
Yeah.
But we would be all like on a park bench next to each other.
Yeah,
grinding
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I'd look over and you see your another female like grinding on somebody, you know, like you're like,
I
oh,
don't-
how's it
Kind of
going?
weird. It's
Okay,
kind of like
cool.
how the upstairs at
Yeah.
Gallagher's used to be. It was like
Yeah.
just a bunch of little
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
accent chairs.
yes, accident chairs for me because I'm coming in
Yeah.
the jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys would wear a condom to come in their jeans.
Oh.
so
I've
that
heard.
they don't
I've,
make
I've
That
heard all
is-
kinds of crazy shenanigans.
And then, like, when the lights come on, when the night's over, you go into the lap dance room and there's fucking condoms all over the floor. But we were
Wow.
all there. We know nobody had sex because we all looked at each other while we were doing it. But yeah, the guys would just like stick their hand and rip them off.
That is-
and leave it in there. I would think at least have the decency
No,
to go flush it or something.
There used to be in New York lap
Wow.
dance clubs, and there was one down in Tribeca, and you would go in the
Yeah.
bathroom, and they literally had a condom machine in the bathroom.
Oh,
So I guess guys would go in there and like work up a boner and put it on, and same kind of thing.
Mhm.
But in a weird way, it's kind of better because then you don't get like cum on your leg
pants. I mean, that's
from
the
a
whole point
guy.
of it.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
like I'm trying to
or like a big wet spot or whatever.
Yeah,
and also,
right.
I don't get cum on my butt from your dick.
That's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
Like through your jeans
I'm
or
thinking
whatever.
more. I'm thinking more for the dancer.
Also,
It's-
you, like both of us, we don't want cum on us.
Yeah.
I've told this story before, but you know who has great, very permissive strip clubs? Because for me, a great strip club is a permissive strip club.
Okay.
I know it's like a dirtbag, but like fuck
It's
it.
fine.
Yeah, it's all
Fine.
kind
That's
of.
what you go for.
We're all here to like do the thing. You know what I mean? Let's
I
not
mean,
pretend it's what it
sort of.
is.
Okay.
Yeah, to a certain extent. What I mean by that is, so there's a place called Club Risque. Shout out
Oh.
Bristol, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much.
There's also a Club Risque in Florida.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They have the name is like it's not like there's
Yeah.
nobody's gonna have a cease and desist for Club Risque or
Right.
you know, it was a great. I mean, I'm jumping around here now. I get all excited talking about strip clubs, but Club Oasis in West Palm Beach.
Okay. I've never been there.
It's like listen, it's in West Palm.
No, but West Palm Beach has got a reputation.
Of what?
Strip clubs.
Oh yeah, does it really?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real.
Things can happen.
I was there with a friend of mine, and he spent so much money that the next morning we woke up and his credit card, or no, his bank card was turned off, and he had to go to Bank of America, and like they had to meet with him and be like, "You okay?" Like you,
Brought up the
you
personal
know,
banker.
Right.
Yeah, it was like they had to like look at him and like check his arm for track marks. Like, what are you up
Good.
to? Because I mean, I don't think he spent like I think he spent like $9,000, which is a lot of money at Club Oasis. Believe
Yeah.
me, I remember being there and watching him walk around with this one dancer, and she was holding his hand like they were on a fucking third date. I was like,
She's like,
oh
I
yeah,
ain't letting him go.
There he is losing.
He might be on the board now.
Yeah, exactly.
Club
No,
Oasis.
he spent all this money. We go.
They have
we,
a wing. They dedicate
Yeah,
it.
you might have the library.
the John Kerr. Yeah, exactly. No, so we go out. He did this thing. We had to down there for work, and we had to go to Bank of America. Ate up like fucking 3 hours of our day. They gave him another bank card. It's like 7:00. We're back at the hotel, and we had to like do something at like an hour and a half. And I was like, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "I don't know. You want to go to Club Oasis?" I'm like,
I got this
"Again?"
temporary debit
You
card.
never learned.
Yeah, I'm like, "Your
That
debit
was
card-
the
It
deleted
doesn't
scene
even
from
have-
Hustlers,
It doesn't
right?
even have my name on it.
You have
It's like,
a
how
yeah.
do they know it goes to me?
Yeah, you have a cardboard debit card
Right.
that you wrote your own name on.
Temp card.
Right.
Yeah, temp
So,
debit card.
You know what? We went back in. Talk about a hero's welcome. You would have
Oh,
thought.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you would have thought he came back from like Fallujah or something. It was like they were like, "Yay!" We walked in and. But yeah, well, Miami strip clubs are like ridiculous. They're brothels, really,
I mean, yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I don't. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
There's-
it's interesting. Like
Please.
Tootsie's, for example. Like
I'm falling
I
in love with you, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't really like get what was going on. I mean, I knew that there was sex happening,
Tootsies?
but I just didn't
Was
understand.
Dustin Hoffman there?
Yes.
The thing is, like, all the girls will like sit on bar stools in front of the bar and just not move. And when I first got to Tootsie's the first time,
So back up for 1 second. Where's Tootsie's?
in Miami. Yeah.
Oh, so you worked
Yeah.
at. This is
I
when.
didn't work there.
Oh, you
I
went as a-
attend, yeah,
you
I
attended.
I
All right,
love- I like
seminar.
attending.
Oh, wow.
clubs,
Sure,
yeah.
of course.
So like I just didn't really understand like why the girls weren't getting up and dancing. Like why are we not doing this? We were just sitting here. And then I went to Columbia and I was like, oh, I
what are
get
they
it now.
doing on the
Right,
street?
because like when you go to a strip club in Columbia, it's definitely a brothel.
Yes.
And the girls do not want to dance. They only want to suck dick. And they just wait until that opportunity arises.
Sure.
And
No pun
like,
intended.
Yeah, you exactly. So you couldn't like convince the girls often to dance. You're like, actually, I would like to be entertained. So, like me and my group of people would like to be
Right.
entertained prior to one of them possibly getting their dick sucked. Could you please entertain us? And they're like, no.
No.
You know, it's,
They're like, not at all.
it is
Down
so.
the street.
It's so funny you say that because I'm turning. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't care. I'm turning 50
Hey,
in like 2 weeks. I
congratulations.
guess. I don't know. I kind of thought I'd be dead by 23.
That's why you got to be congratulated.
I guess. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
my best
you're on
years.
borrowed time.
We're still here.
Mm,
I feel like anything after like 35 is like, yay, look
Yeah,
at that.
right?
I
don't
made
know.
it.
I think my best years are behind me. I feel like I don't know. I'm on the back nine. I don't even really care. I don't know what I don't want to get into my whole head. But like, so when you turn 50, apparently, when this happens to you in 18 years, see what I did there, Katie?
5.
See what I did? See what I did, Katie?
Two.
You can be nice to
Two.
a guy once in a while. I'm sorry.
Katie has
let's
had.
not fight.
Katie had enough of this
I
on the
know.
regular show.
I know. Katie's.
She tapped
I
out.
like Katie because she's like not putting up with any bullshit.
Oh, never. I
No.
love her. For
I know.
That. Yeah. I'll be
She's
like,
like, there's no little Ukraine in Miami. Maybe some people have like Ukrainian food, but I don't care. Keep talking. Thank you. I'm making you sound like you have more of an accent. You don't sound like that. Let's not fight.
I do like her accent. A
I
lot.
know.
I would like turn up the
Yeah.
accent.
Katie, I don't want to sound weird, but could I, if you cut your toenails, could I have the clippings? Is that weird? All right, fair enough. We'll talk about it later. PayPal. So anyway, so when you turn 50, you get like you can do like a trip, right? I guess.
Yeah, sure.
That's a thing.
I do trips all the time.
Yeah, but you're not. For me, it's a thing because
Okay.
So
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to Santo Domingo
Oh yeah.
for 5 nights.
Okay.
And I have been not the only reason, but when I turned 40, I went to the Dominican Republic and it was a fucking disaster.
Okay.
Because
so you're
this-
doing a redo.
Redo 2.0.
Okay.
Dominican Republic 2.0.
Okay.
Like, because when we went 10 years ago, I don't know if I can bore you the story, but it was went to an all-inclusive with a couple of guys I didn't know. And
that sounds
there
weird.
was
that sounds weird already.
There was a dwarf in a wedding dress.
Long story short,
Yeah. There was this big, we went to a brothel in
I
the
mean,
middle.
you're painting a better picture than now. Like,
I
you start out with the all inclusive. I'm like, wow.
No.
You go with start out with the
I
other
know.
situations.
Yeah, you like a laugh. I can tell. And so do
dwarf
I.
in a wedding dress, cardboard debit card.
I
That's
love
all
it.
we're gonna say.
Yeah.
We got to this, without telling the whole thing, but to your point, they have like sex hotels down there.
I know.
And
how cool is that?
It is very cool. It's cool if everybody's like on board. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it was
sure.
fine. But we're in this place in the middle of the day, and
I
I'm
think
not.
that goes with everything. By
So
the way.
this is
It's
like a-
cooler when everybody's on board.
When you say sex hotel, there's like a brothel where you could stay there.
Yeah,
Turn
but
down service.
essentially exactly that.
Okay.
Yes.
Like it's like a
Wow.
hotel room that comes with a girl.
Well,
Holy
those are
shit.
nicer.
Yeah.
This was
Oh,
El
okay.
Caribe in
Oh.
Porta Plata. We basically were staying at this shitty resort. It was full of people from Wales.
Okay.
And my friend and I were like, all right, this sucks. So let's get out of
Wales
here.
is a funny accent.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah,
Um,
Welsh.
Yeah, you want to hear my Welsh? Hello, I'm from Wales. Not the same thing. I'm bad. But anyway, so I am from Cardiff, Wales. Do you like to see my blowhole? I have a blowhole.
You sounded Indian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindustani.
I am
Is that
from. Want
correct
to hear my
word?
Scottish? I am from Scotland. It's all
It's all
Indian.
Daisy.
It
It's all
also
Daisy.
sounded-
It's all terrible Indian. Anyway, so with my friend, and I was like, I tell the person at the front because nobody speaks English from the Dominican Republic, and so we go to the front desk, and she was like, "You want to like leave the property?" We were like, "Yeah, why not?" I'm like, "Listen, lady, I'm from New York. I used to be in the cocaine business. All right, fucking, I'm a pornographer,
Right.
sweetheart." And so we got a cab. Cab was so old, it was a Toyota, and the stick shift was on the fucking wheel.
Oh,
It was like,
yeah.
And like it
Ooh.
didn't have a bottom, when like there's usually metal under the seat. It had Presidente case, like cardboard. So we get in this thing and it's like and the guy goes, he goes, "You want some?" He couldn't speak English. And he goes, "Chicas?" And I knew he meant
Oh,
girls. And I was like, "No chicas."
Mas chicas, por favor.
Yes. I said,
Mas
solamente, I said,
chicas.
huevos para chicas. No es chicas para mí. Yo soy pendejo. And he goes, so he's like, okay, I was telling him, I just want to go see the town. Let's go to a nice bar or whatever. So we go, blah, 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 and we pull up, and there's this big, looks like a citadel, like fucking Columbus lived there or something.
Yeah.
And we pull up, and it says spray painted El Caribe.
Oh
We
no.
walk in, there's a long bar, pool, hot tub, and there's like a little fucking karaoke stage or something. And we walk in, and I hear a whistle blow, and like these girls come out.
Yeah.
And this Dutch guy, always a Dutch guy, comes out and he
Huh.
owns the place. He's like, "Hey, welcome to my fucking Caribbean. I have wooden shoes. It's hot here. Eh? You want some cocaine?" You're like, just kind of total dirtbag, right? Which
Huh.
by the way, I'm fine with all this, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking around and I'm like, I don't want to. We have to get out of here. So as we're going to get out of there, I asked the Dutch guy, I'm like, "How much is an El Presidente?" And he goes, like 50 pesos, which is like $1, right?
Mhm.
So I went, "Cervezas para todos," because they had a
Yeah.
microphone there.
Yeah.
So I bought beers for like 30 people. And I go around, put my feet in the hot tub. And
Yeah.
then as I'm there, I notice bartender comes out and he's got those maracas
Mhm.
and he's about 3.5 feet tall and he has a wedding dress on and makeup and he's like dancing around and he has a little beard. And I was like, you know what? This is actually getting
This
to be
is
kind
kinda
of
cool.
fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's kinda
I'm in.
cool.
So then there's this big fat white guy, like, and he's sitting at the bar by himself and he waves me over. And he goes, and I go over to him and he goes, "Hi, where are you guys from?" And I go, "Well, I'm from New York." And he goes, "I'm from Saskatoon. I'm an ice trucker." I said, "No shit." And he goes, "Are you staying here?" I said, "You can stay here?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I come every year on holiday. They call me the bear." I said, "Oh," and he goes, "You better watch out when you put your feet in the hot tub. I got a blowjob there last night and she spit my cum in the water." I was like, "All right, we're getting out of here." So everyone's looking at their
Wow.
phone. Do we have to go?
No, I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm a big fan of brothels.
Me too.
Yeah, I like to go to them whenever I go to any city that has them. I want
Yes.
to check it out. Like I feel like
And
it's such a like under culture thing. You
Yes.
know, like wow.
I am. Do you want to come to Santo
Counterculture.
Domingo?
Yeah.
I have an extra bedroom.
I do.
You can just have it.
I haven't been to DR yet, and I'm so close. I'm like right there.
All right. It's May 9th through the
I can swim.
14th. It's totally, really, you have time, 9th through the 14th?
I have to check my schedule.
All right.
Katie.
Katie, I'm going to give you can we do email? Because I'm not
Yeah.
even fucking with
Yeah.
you. We rented this villa. It has 9 bedrooms, and we're only
Ooh.
using 4 of them.
Ooh,
So we have 5
that's
extra
nice.
bedrooms. You bring Katie if you want. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. And and here's the thing. Like, I don't cheat on my wife. I really don't. Like, but I love to be around that shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I just love. So anyway, the reason why I mentioned this is you mentioned the strip club thing.
Yeah.
So I've been watching these videos on YouTube because Adam said it. You know how, like, white guys go to Thailand? You know, black guys go to the Dominican Republic because they have big asses
Black
down
guy
there.
Thailand.
Black guy
Black
Thailand.
guys and me.
Colombia, in Colombia,
and
yeah.
Black guys and
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Right. So there's all these videos of guys. So there's one video, it's fucking hilarious. And it's a black guy from Atlanta. And he's like, yo, I went to a strip club in Punta Cana. And let me tell you something. They don't dance on the pole. He's like, I brought a pocket full of 20s and nobody gave a fuck. And he was like, and so his whole thing was telling it about
Yeah,
it. So
like you can't get entertained. It's like straight to the point, you know?
yeah.
See, like, you know how you're saying you
Oh,
go to strip clubs
nuts.
because you want them to be brothels? I go to strip club because I want it to be like foreplay for whatever I'm about to do later.
Okay.
Like, I want to be entertained sexually.
Sure,
I want to be like
sure.
sexually entertained.
But
so
does
I
it really
can-
entertain
Yeah.
you sexually?
It does.
It
Like,
does?
I love women. Yeah, I'm bisexual. I love women. I
Okay.
love seeing
Well, that makes
titties
sense.
and
Yeah.
I love booties shaking and stuff, and they smell nice, and just the whole
Yeah.
environment of
Yeah,
like being
yeah, yeah.
around like sexiness.
Okay.
That's
So
hot and kind of puts me in the good
I'm
mood.
with you.
I bet if you went to a brothel, like in the DR, and you actually got a girl
Oh, I do that sometimes. Not in DR, but I get girls.
in Colombia.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it-
Or I've done it in Amsterdam.
Wow.
I did it in Colombia. I did it in Curacao. I did it in Prague.
Holy shit.
No, I've been going to brothels.
Oh, wow. So you're like a legit patron. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. How funny is that?
Interesting.
I know, right? I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not
It's
sorry.
in a weird way.
You just looked at me so serious.
I
Like, that's the
know,
most
I saw it
serious.
too.
Like,
I
what
was
the?
like,
It was
Sorry.
like he looked at
He's
me like, I've
perplexed.
been
I'm kinda
dreaming
like-
of this my whole life.
Well,
trying to process.
and now that I'm here, I don't know
I'm
what
gonna-
to do with the information.
No, I'm processing it because
Yeah.
I do think it's better if it's transactional.
Yeah,
Because I
sure.
think even for let's bounce this around for a minute. A lot of these girls that work in brothels are from Catholic backgrounds,
Mm.
and so I bet for them it's almost they may have let's call them hidden Latin American jungle desires, right? and you know, and they see
Or maybe they just need some money.
yeah, I think it's
Well, that's what
avoiding
I'm sa-
poverty.
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like when you are there, like
Yeah.
you're in a weird way, it's the fact that it's transactional,
Yeah.
it gives them license to now like be uninhibited.
Yes, but you know what? And I would love that if that was normally the case, but often it's the opposite. And they're still like, what do I do here?
Right.
And like,
Well,
I'm not totally comfortable with touching her, you know, like, yeah. So a lot of times I'll go with a guy too, like, so it'll be like a threesome. So that way
Okay.
she can fuck him and I'll fuck him. And
Right.
like, yeah, she doesn't have to touch me if it makes her uncomfortable.
okay.
But also in Colombia, I've had some really good experiences.
Go,
though.
do tell.
Yeah, in
Do
Colombia.
you mind if I jerk off?
Right? Yeah,
You
when
like
I was
to-
in Colombia, I went with a group of guys and myself. That's the way it
Cincinnati
goes.
Bengals.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
And they brought like when we got to the door, the lady wouldn't let me in at first, and I was like, "No, me gusta chicas." Like,
Right.
yeah, me gusta chicas, and she was like, "Okay, me gusta."
She's like, "Como se llama? We got a live one."
You
Yeah.
have
folks."
this like very earnest white girl at the
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
That one.
No.
wants to fuck
I-
girls. Yeah.
Como se llama? I want to eat pussy.
Yep.
Right.
I would like to.
How
eat
do you
pussy.
say
Yep.
vigorous scissoring?
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. So they
Wow.
bring out a
Oh,
separate group
that's
of girls for me. I
hilarious.
get an option of like 5 or
Would
6
you-
girls.
Did you get the ones that have like mullets and like pleated dockers? Yeah.
Ones that needed money really bad.
Oh.
Wow.
But then, you know, the other guys got like 12, 15 girls to choose from. I got like a small little group that were willing. And I kind of thought that was better because a lot of other brothels, it's a crapshoot. You know, you got to go with the girl that smiles at you, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So like she sets me up with this girl and I'm thinking, you know, like I'm with a girl by myself
Right.
and that's great.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I would love my butt rubbed. That's like my
Okay.
benign turn
Sure,
on. Rub
sure.
my butt, please.
Right.
And so we get in there and she opens up this bag and she's got all these toys and she's got the double
Oh,
dog and all this.
Jesus.
I was like, oh, it's on. We're
Oh,
doing
wow.
it. We are actually going to do it. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Let's do it. We did it. It was great.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was fun. A lot of times, I'm going for the experience because I like to patronize these type of establishments.
Right.
Yeah, you want to
because-
pay it for,
yeah,
give
pay
back,
it forward, give back to the
yeah.
community. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? But also,
Give back, throw back, whatever.
yeah, and it's occasionally, you can have a really good time. But like a lot of times when you go to like a really quick sexual transaction type place like a brothel, it's not always the best sex. It's just like it's an experience.
Yeah.
I 1,000,000% agree with you because like when I'm on this trip, like we're in Santo Domingo, there's a town called Sosua. We talked about this, and it is apparently like it's like hooker Disney World.
Oh yeah,
And
It's a town of hookers.
It's a town of hookers. Yeah,
Dude,
you
it's
spell
like
that?
it's to the point like I don't think I would come back. I think I would like try to buy a tiki bar or something and just kind of call it a life.
Yeah, I could in 5 years ago visit you. You're like
I'm renting boogie
you're
boards
renting
to
like
tourists.
a jet ski that you have to push.
Yeah,
You're like, hey,
I mean, it is like every girl is fucking gorgeous. Like BBLs, just like built for speed, as they say, and like they're
a
just
big beautiful Latin.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, God damn it!
But just like
Sir, show me potato salad.
amazing.
But I think it's one and the
Amazing.
same sometimes. Big beautiful
Yeah.
Latin and Brazilian
well, yeah,
butt lift,
yeah,
right?
they are
it's-
one. Yeah,
it's kinda one
they
and the
go
same
hand
a
in
little
hand.
bit,
Yeah, but I mean, and they're just kind of walking around, and they're like, "Don't go there to try to find love," but
Yeah.
but it's like it's Disney World for hot
Yeah, I just
Latin
like
hookers.
because now my algorithm, all these fucking crazy things are popping up, and I found this video of this Germans, and because there's a lot of
Sprechen Sie
international.
Deutsch?
Oh ja, in eine Bäckle in Halle, da schossen Verein.
Oh,
Ich stand in dem Gestade.
you are multilingual. I'm
Yeah,
very
right.
impressed.
Right,
You got all the tongues.
Oh yes, well I made sure to be positive. What? Why would you say that? Anyway, totally derails it. Right? Is it tea much for me? Yeah, we have I have all this Nazi stuff in the other room. No, because my stepfather's father was in World War II. Fucking did like four. No, he wasn't a German, but he killed Nazis. And when my stepfather passed away, my mom's like, "Do you want the Nazi stuff?" I was like, "I guess." So I got a drawer full of it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're not gonna get rid of the Nazi
I can't. What am I
stuff.
do with it? I'm gonna sell it. To
And he was
somebody.
on the right side.
Yeah, he was on the right. Yeah, exactly. No, I know. I showed it to our Polish cleaning lady, and she was like, "Ooh, I don't like." She's like, "I hate Germans and Russians. Ooh, Polish." Yeah, right. You hate them too,
I'm like
right?
Russians kind of on the shit list
Why
right
don't
at
you
the moment.
Why don't you
Yeah.
get down here? Why don't you get down here? I want a little war relief, babe. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. I have Asperger's.
You got something.
Here's my problem. Okay, here's my problem. Is this German guy, right? And he's making a video, and he goes like this. He goes, "You'll find in the Dominican Republic, so many of the girls enjoy rough sex." I was like,
Oh,
"No,
boy.
maybe you enjoy rough
Oh,
sex,
boy.
you weirdo." So that's why I think I'm great because I will go down there and
Yeah.
I can't. I'm very Catholic. I can't live with it. I'm not going to cheat on my wife. I don't even like. Plus, I don't think I can even get it up anymore. Like I got problems. A lot of some antidepressants and things like that. I need a wooden spoon to my ass to even pee.
Oh, okay.
Um,
The hairbrush.
Right. But did not use that wooden spoon
Yeah.
making the banana red, by the way. Right. Put a condom on it. That way you
Yeah.
don't get poop on the handle.
Sure.
But like I will pay to like just be around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to like
Sure.
be in the
As a person who does not have a penis, that's my vibe. Is like I just like to be around it. I like to be around pretty ladies, and I like I like to see the transactions go down and to see the girls flirting with the guys. And I like the whole thing. I think part of that's coming in, from being in a strip club, and also I think I'm a voyeur. I like to go to swinger clubs and watch people fuck. And
Have you ever been to a swing club in New York?
Yeah.
You ever been to Checkmates?
no,
You can't fuck in the room with all the hot food.
that's the general rule for
Yeah.
all swinger clubs.
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
they have the hot food over there, and
Yeah.
then sex
My
is over
Terrible
there.
sterno accent
Yeah,
back in the 90s.
There'll be like a locker room in between. You
Yeah.
go through the locker room and come out.
Now my friend was at this place, Checkmates, and he started fucking this girl, and this like big Guido bouncer comes over and he goes, "Hey, too close to the manicotti."
You don't want to get too
Yeah,
stuffed.
too close to the
Hey,
Hey, too
the
close
shells
to the
are
manicotti.
already
We need some over here.
stuffed.
You've been a lot of fun. And
Thanks.
hopefully
Yes, it's been a
you've had
delight.
an okay time at the very least.
Yeah, absolutely.
And listen, I know, like, I'm not even making this weird at all, but like, I'm telling you, the 9th, you got a free room, maids, your own bathroom.
It's a nice house. I
awesome.
saw the list.
I
It was
will-
Very nice.
I know you probably.
Exciting.
I'll do it all through Katie. Katie can come too. You want to come?
Yeah, bring
Laney, I don't give a shit.
It's
all good to
go.
DR.
Everybody go.
Bring that boyfriend of yours. I'm paying out the ass for this house, and it's not even half full.
I totally would go, by the way.
Yeah. We have a great time.
Yeah, sure.
What's
I'll
up,
bring
Katie?
my videographer. We'll have a blast.
Yeah. Shoot a little
There you
content down there.
go, little
Yeah.
content.
Have you made sex with Hispanic gentlemen?
Many
Many-
times.
All right.
Many, many, many,
Come
many,
on.
many,
Say-
many
I'm
times.
just being stupid.
Not
You're
today, though.
Adorable.
Not
Not
today.
today.
Not today.
The day is young.
The day is young.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Do you think you could give me an accurate number in your head of the amount of men you've had sex with?
Accurate? Probably no. I could give you like a ballpark.
Give me a ballpark. And would they fit in a ballpark?
They would.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I would say, because you have a lot of repeats. So,
Yes.
individual
with me.
individual
Yeah.
humans.
We're only looking
I
for
mean,
unique.
I feel
Yeah.
like
users.
I feel like we're in the neighborhood of like 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
About
would-
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You always, if you
I don't
get,
keep track of that
no,
kind of thing.
if you want to
Just have
guess,
fun.
you always
Yeah.
go under because you want to win the showcase.
Yeah.
I would have said
Yeah.
4. I would have, I hate when they
I
do
said
that.
$1.
Yeah, I said
Bob.
Yeah, 4. Yeah,
Well,
you know,
we
who-
know that one would be a lie. We've got documents on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, one, or that's tremendous CGI.
Saving herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
James Carpenter, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, right? It's funny. You know who just passed away, by the way? A real dirtbag in porn, Max Hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first started, that's when all that was happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I listen. It's good. You
Creepy.
got to get. Yeah. You remember Ed Powers? Remember that guy?
I do.
I fucking
I love that.
Yeah.
Powers.
And I met him in Miami once. I was
Yeah.
like, and he was literally like walking around, bald guy with the long hair in the
Yeah.
back, and we could talk for hours with this bullshit. Listen, thank you very
Yeah.
much. Let's
It
do
was
another
wonderful.
plug. This is a CBD. Fine, Sarah J
Yeah.
CBD. We'll find all that stuff. But what's on your OnlyFans?
My OnlyFans.
We have lots of fucking.
There. You know what? There's not lots of fucking on the main subscription.
Where do I find the fucking?
You got to send me some messages, and I'll send you some of my dirty little
Some
videos.
fucking.
But
I mean, like, if
I
I'm-
have sarahj.com. That's
Right.
where all the fucking is.
Okay.
All the good fucking.
And
is
they
there.
Every
you-
bit of fucking.
Well lit, brightly,
Right.
well shot, brightly lit.
Alphabetized.
Yeah, nice fucking is happening there.
Yeah.
But on OnlyFans, it's like personal sex videos. So like when I'm having some personal sex, I might pull out my camera. And
Oh,
Oh,
shoot a little of
cool.
that. Yeah, so it's
Fun.
more. I try to separate everything to where it goes. But OnlyFans is like primarily like some behind the scenes footage.
yeah, no
and
pun
then-
intended. Am I right? Anybody? Hey, Kate, she gets it.
You nailed it.
Behind the scenes footage and then like personal sex videos. A lot of that.
You know what I can't stand
Mhm.
is when you have people with OnlyFans and they just like hold it up when they're like, I don't know, like going to like the grocery store and they're like, "Hi guys, I'm at the Whole Foods." I'm like, "All right, listen, I'm not that much of a mark where I need to like
Put
see
that on Twitter.
a
Yeah.
porn."
What
Yeah,
are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah, exactly. And also, do you know Nicole Aniston?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's done the show, and she's a delightful girl, and she took her breast implants out, which bums me out, and she's having sex with people that have too many tattoos. It's another one. Black guys and tattoos. It's too
'Cause
much.
You don't have any.
Oh, baby, you kidding me? I'm
He's got
fucking.
tattoos and black
Let me
guys.
show you.
Oh,
Let me see my
really? Let me
most
see.
recent one. Hold on.
Let me see. Let me see.
All right. Well, everybody, pull out your dicks.
Is it like a hair
Roll
tattoo?
them out.
Well, I have. Listen,
Oh, look at you.
I just have this one over here. But I
Okay.
just got this is brand new. Katie, keep your hands above where I can see them.
What's happening?
See?
Oh, look at you.
Richie Rich.
That's
Isn't that
dope.
cute?
I like the fact it looks like a sticker.
Yeah, it's called. It actually is a sticker tattoo.
That's cool. And the eyes odd little alligator.
It's
Did you get that in Gatorland?
It's
Lacoste,
Lacoste.
right?
Okay.
Lacoste, right? Did
right.
you get that in Gatorland?
No, I got that because I wear a lot of these shirts. I have and a big warthog back there.
Oh.
Yeah, it was during the pandemic.
Give
I
me
was
back my baby, you warthog from hell. Remember that?
what Racing Arizona. All right, Lainey.
All right,
it's
what do
time,
we wanna
It's
plug?
time for the fucking
SarahJLinks.com is where
Okay.
all my stuff is. You got
Sarah J
the,
Links. What is it? A golf fucking website or something? Chippa.
it's all the websites all in one. It's got all the social
All the
media.
links.
Yeah, it's got all the things.
Okay.
All the things, all
Cool.
the stuff, the one-stop Sarah J shop. That's it. SarahJLinks.com.
Nice.
All right. Now, what if I'm a really wealthy fan? Can we hook something up?
You can definitely send me a message because I do take Cash App.
Oh, privates. I like that.
No, I didn't say that.
You do
I said
private?
I
Didn't say
take
that.
Cash App.
She takes the money.
I'm a Dubai. I'm a Middle Eastern billionaire, and let's.
You better
Well, I will
cough
meet.
it up.
I
don't
will
care-
meet
I don't
here.
care
You
who
ready- have
you
you ever
are.
heard my Dubai accent? I will meet you in Frankfurt. We will have hot dogs. All right, listen.
All right.
Thank you, Katie.
I was at a
you-
whorehouse there.
Shut up! Really?
Well, not really.
How
They
can
kicked
we-
me out.
Really?
Yeah, they told me that they didn't want women there. I went, but yeah.
They're like only eunuchs and like yeah.
They were like, we got enough women. You should go home.
Wow. You're like, fine, I want to hear
I got
anyway.
enough of you.
I'm
thought
like,
that-
cool.
yeah,
I didn't
fine.
want any German pussy anyway.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
I'm
you.
just kidding.
I thought this was a Chipotle. I don't even care. I don't care. Fine. Stupid. Fucking fuck you guys, but weirdos. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, this has been great. We can
Thank
fucking
you.
sit here all day. So thank you,
Yeah.
Katie. Thank you, Lainey. Thank you, Adam. Hope you
Mhm.
enjoy your present.
Oh yeah.
And Patreon, just leave your messages and everything. I enjoy Steel City. I know we'll do it. Don't worry. And that's it. Next week, I believe we have Jerry Seinfeld. All right. Bye.